It's been a while since our last shop update, and we've moved some of our CNC equipment around in preparation for our new Grobe 5-axis machine. The new layout we're going to be using is a lot tighter and leaves us less room around our CNC machines, but we've done a very efficient layout of these pieces of equipment to maximize our shop space and provide as much space as possible for implementing the new 5-axis system. We're going to be adding another entire Grobe CNC machine in this corner over here. So you can see where we used to have a CNC machine here has now been removed, and now this is all just storage. Previously, the lathe was right here. This location is going to be right in the middle of where the new Grobe is going to go, so we had to take it out of this space and move it away. This box here is another piece of equipment that we'll save for another video. This is going to be going into the SMT line. It just happened to arrive right in the middle of all of this moving. So we're a little bit tight on space even with this new floor layout going. And then behind you here, we have the new layout. So starting right here in the front, we have our lathe, ST20Y, and it's pushed right up against our two VF2s, which have now been condensed, brought out into the room a little bit, and made much more efficiently. So our robotic arm system goes right here, fitting right in this corner. A very efficient space. The bar loader is loaded from the back of the machine, so when we load new bars, we'll actually have to go around the lathe to insert those into the machine. But overall, it does work. It's just a little bit more cramped. And then here we have the two VF2s lined up in a row. So they're pulled out a lot farther from the wall than they were before, which makes all of these aisles a little bit more difficult to navigate, especially with pallets. But even still, we'll be able to move everything we need to in the shop. Now, right now, these two vertical mills do a lot of our plate work. And as we discussed in a previous video, we're going to be installing a robotic arm on this machine. So the shelf for the robotic arm is going to go right about here, and we'll have a small pallet system. And then the robotic arm will be placed in front of the machine and be used for loading those pallets in and out of the VF2. Now, again, we have to use every square foot of space in the shop. So you can see here our air compressors right now are kind of pushed up against the wall. So this is not the long-term positioning for these, so we have to move these out of the way. But we are implementing a brand new air system. So if I can bring you around back, I'll show you what we're going to be doing for that. So for accessing the air compressor system or the lathe for loading bar stock, we're going to be entering through the back of the aisle here. So we'll work on cleaning this up and making this a little bit more accessible. But coming now around this side, for loading bar stock, this is where we're going to have to do it. So taking the cover off, we're able to actually slide in a 3 or 4 foot bar into the end of the lathe right here. So again, not ideal, but we're really trying to make this more compact floor layout work. Now over here, you'll see their air compressor layout. So right now we have the marks of the tape on the ground here showing what we're going to be having. So starting from the far back corner, we have our two air compressors. So this is our existing 10 horsepower VSD. Then we're going to be adding a 20 or 25 horsepower VSD. And those two machines will power all the air in the shop. Now, after the air compressors, we're going to go directly into a 240-gallon wet tank. So this will be a mechanical water separator tank. It's going to allow the air to come into the tank and start cooling off, allowing that moisture to condensate and drip out the bottom, where we'll have a water exhaust that will pump the water to a drain. Now, after the wet tank, we have an air dryer. So this will include air filters and a dryer that will finish and completely eliminate any moisture in the air going from the wet tank to the dry tank. So the dry tank here will be perfectly usable, clean, dry air that is good for our SMT line, which requires very clean and dry air, and our Grobe laser system, which has been rather persnickety with the air usage that we've had. On the wet tank, we're going to be looking to try to get an epoxy-coated tank. So this will prevent any rust from building up in the tank and then getting into the system. The air filter would eliminate any of that kind of particulate, but it's just better to not have it in the system in the first place. And then after it goes through this system, we're going to be mounting it onto the wall here with a pressure regulator that will control the overall air pressure for the entire facility. And then I'm currently planning on reworking the entire air system and using the rapid air piping system, which is like a 1-inch aluminum plastic coated piping, but it allows a lot of flexibility for modifying and assembling different configurations in the shop. Right now, our air system is actually run in galvanized steel, and it's nearly impossible to modify as needed or add junctions without chopping it, rethreading it, and adding unions into the system. So I think the rapid air will give us a lot more flexibility moving forward. So we're only 2 days into this move, and we have a lot of work to do to finish setting up these machines. We're gonna need to get this robotic arm resynced and set up to the lathe, recalibrated to the new positioning, and then I will be able to also start working on the new robotic arm for the VF2. We're really excited to optimize this new layout and then start working on eliminating our storage issues and prepare a footprint for the Grobe. In the next phase of preparation, we're gonna need to prepare the slab for the Grobe. So we'll have a concrete contractor come in, chop out the existing slab, and install a new foundation for the Grobe. There's a lot of little projects, but we still have about 8 months before the new machine arrives. So we're gonna keep working on small projects as we optimize the entire shop layout in preparation for the new Grobe. Like and subscribe to stay up to date as we make new changes to our machine shop and prepare new automation solutions for MSB. As a small manufacturer, we're always looking to push the envelope forward of what we're capable of doing, and this will help with the production of the Palisade and Sentinel decks, which as brand new products require a lot of 5-axis machining. So it's gonna be very important for MSB moving forward to get this new 5-axis system implemented. Thanks for your time, and we'll catch you in the next video.